Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to the Landline podcast.
We're back.
We're back yet again. We're back a day late because we were too tired to do it yesterday.
Yeah.
So
We were I was registering for classes
yesterday, and it was just like it was so tiring in general, but whatever. Anyways, we are to the week before Thanksgiving break, which means teachers are going wild with all of their homework and last minute assessments that they decided that they had to have.
Yeah. Which they won't grade in time.
No, they will not. So we probably won't be getting those back ever until, final grades come out well into January. So that's just fantastic. So, getting ready for final exams, doing all the jazz that's required. I don't even know. It's too much.
It is too much.
But on a side note, we had a great weekend.
We did.
We went home this past weekend, which we told y'all we were going to do. But we also told you that we would surely tell you about something else that we did this weekend. And it was something that we were both very, very, very excited about. Now, I have to preface this by saying, if you haven't seen Building the Band on Netflix, you should go watch that.
If we haven't mentioned it enough on this podcast.
Anyways, we're kind of obsessed with the show. Kind of obsessed with the bands on the show. Anyways, we watched the show and found out that two of the bands were combining for a concert and a tour that just happened to be traveling through our hometown.
So we just had to go.
So we just had to because it was one of the winning bands and then the other one of our favorite ones. And so we just had to go, and it's solidified in frequency that we went to go see the names of the two bands. They were incredible. I am in fact repping their merch.
Look at those faces.
Don't you love them? But anyways, the concert was a 10 out of 10. Music, 10 out of 10. They did some covers, and then they did also some of their own original stuff, which both of them don't have a lot of, their own music out yet.
But we heard some unreleased songs that were really good.
And boy, oh boy, were they fantastic. And now I need them on my Spotify immediately, and they don't exist yet.
Yeah.
So, what the heck, man?
Come on. Release them.
Right. And I don't really know what else we did aside from that. We had to write a paper for econ.
Yeah, we did.
Which was kind of annoying.
Which he didn't tell us about until 2 days before.
And
which
it was
is
due on a Saturday. Why? As a teacher, why are you releasing things to be due in the middle of the weekend?
I don't know. But he just doesn't tell us anything except for 2 days before it's due.
It's so
or
annoying.
2 hours before he has a meeting.
Yeah. I'm why?
Because he sent out a mass email to everybody in our class that was oh, midterm prep and not midterm, final prep and stuff in 2 hours. I have class in 2 hours. Why didn't you tell me this yesterday? I maybe could have worked my schedule around, but no.
But he likes to do things off the cuff and then is oh, by the way, this test is only going to be open from 12 to 8 on this one day.
What if I have work?
Well, I have
homework
class for other classes that I have to do by today. I have to do my other classes that are today. What do you mean the only time I'm allowed to take it is from 12 to 8? What?
I don't know.
It's so annoying. But we're done with the test now because it was due today before 8 p.m., which is just annoying.
I had a hair stuck in my lip gloss. I was really sad about it.
It's okay. But we got our test done, and now we just got to get ready to finish all of our other assessments and get ready for finals. Woo!
Yay!
But anyways, that's not the point of our video for today. The real point of our video today is we figured, since we've told you guys a little bit about us, and we've maybe mentioned some of the people that we're about to talk about, maybe a little bit, but we figured we'd talk about life with siblings. Because we are both siblings. And she has an older sibling, and I have a younger sibling, and she has
A sister.
a sister, and I have a brother. So we were like, we kind of got like the whole package in the scheme of things. So we were like, we'll just share some funny stories about siblings, life with siblings, what living with another person may look like. We may even include some things about living with roommates in college as well, if we have some time at the end.
And if we want to go there.
Yeah.
We might.
We might. Because that way I don't have to expose my brother for too terribly long.
Yeah.
But basically, my little brother, he is 16 years old now. We are 3.5 years apart, meaning that on his birthday, it's my half birthday, and on my birthday, it's his half birthday, so we both get presents. Because why not?
Yay.
And he's born in August, so he's got a summer birthday, but unfortunately, his birthday typically lies on the first day or first week of school starting back, which is kind of unfortunate for him. But yeah, we're pretty chill when it comes to like living together. We don't really have that many problems. We're kind of close, but also like not like we don't like get up in each other's business. Sometimes he'll come to my room and just mess with me. But he's just kind of
all siblings do.
Chill, yeah. But it's Kaylin, and then Cage is his name. So we're the two Ks. My dad also has a K name. So, but we can't classify our family by the initials because that would be kind of bad.
Yeah.
But that's my introduction to my little brother.
It's called, well, as we said before, I have an older sister, and her name is Bond, like James Bond, but not named after James Bond. It's called, we both have weird, strange family names, and that's what makes it fun, so. But, she is 23 today, actually. Today is her birthday.
What a good time to pick this episode. The heck?
Yeah.
That's kind of clutch.
Happy birthday, Bond. I know you're not watching this. You're probably watching something else, but...
Hey, that's crazy, though. I didn't even know that. That's... Wow.
Yeah. Ironic. But today is my sister's birthday, and, we're... She was born in 2002. I was born in 2005. We're chilling.
Yeah.
She kind of has, like... the mind of like a first grader. She's has special needs, so it comes with the territory, but it's like constantly having a kid around, so you always get to have play and have fun, and it's never serious. It's always fun and games.
That's fun though.
Sometimes it makes you grow up faster, but it's fun to be with her.
Yeah. Keeps her nostalgic all the time.
All the time, every single moment of every single day.
I'm trying to think of some like funny stories that I have about my brother. I think probably the biggest or one of the bigger ones that comes to mind is we were getting ready for Christmas because my family always opens a present on Christmas Eve, and then we do the whole Christmas thing like Christmas morning. He has always been the type to get up crazy early because he can't sleep because of the excitement of the whole ordeal. And he would come and like knock on my door or come in my room and be like asking me if I'm awake and all this kind of stuff. And that had been kind of like the whole thing that went on for a while. Especially when I was like getting a little bit older and he was still like in the let's get up really, really, really early and see how early we can get mom and dad up. He came in my room on Christmas Day. I want to say it was probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, which is pretty early considering mom and dad are not letting us go to wake them up until at least 7. At least 7. But really, you'd rather push it so that way it's like, we gave you more time, so now you have to get up kind of a thing. You got to play the system a little bit.
Yeah.
No. He walks my room and decides to pry my eyes open when telling me to wake up wasn't working because I was not getting up at that time. That was not happening for me. So I decided to just lay there, and he just kept prying my eyes open. He pried my eyes open, and he goes, "Are you awake?" While, like, holding my eyes open with his fingers, like, up in my face. And I'm like, Cage, does it look like I'm awake? No. If you had to literally pry my eyes open, I don't think I am awake. Nor do I think I want to be awake. So I was like, dude, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Go back to bed. What are you doing? Like, you know this is not going to work. Like, you can't. Why? Christmas is gonna be gone like that if you do everything starting at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna be done by 6 or 7. And then, sorry guys. And then, like, I was like, no, I'm not getting up. And then he was like, well, I can't sleep. Like, I'm too excited. I don't want to go back to bed. And then he was like, well, can I lay in here with you then? And I was like, sure. Yeah, of course you can. Like, go back to bed. So then he proceeded to fall asleep in my bed. So anyways, I told him that I was not going to be getting up at 7 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning. I was going to wait until 7 o'clock. So he falls back asleep
Hold
in
for
my...
science. Another one.
They're so annoying.
And there they go. Bye-bye, fire truck.
So basically he falls asleep in my bed and it gets to 7 o'clock. So
This is the third one, guys. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. I think that's it.
So I decided to wake him up at 7 o'clock. And I was like, 7 o'clock, rise and shine, sweetheart. It's time to get up now. Because you done kept me up for the last 3 hours. So it's time to rise and shine. So he, of course, was not very pleased, but then was immediately excited again because it was
Christmas.
now time to get up. And I was like, okay, dude, whatever. But then we went downstairs and did the whole Christmas ordeal. But it was just funny to me that he decided that prying my eyes open was the move. It was not, in fact, the move. But it's okay, because I got him back, so we're good. I now write a piece of paper underneath by my door that's like, do not come in here unless it's this certain time, or I will not tolerate it. Okay? Okay. So that's my first story that I can think of.
I guess my first one isn't really like well, it's kind of a story. Me and Bond we had this old little silver TV that sat in between the fridge and the microwave at the lake. And it's still there. It's just a tiny little
seen it, yeah.
TV. And Bond and I used to stand on a stool together and tried to, like, get more room to, like, see who could watch the TV more. And so, like, we would just, like, be pushing each other off. And usually I was the one who got pushed off. But, you know, that's okay. But it's just, like, a core memory for me is that, like, every single time there was one thing that we were sharing. It was like us standing right next to each other looking at it. And it's just like, I have a photo and I don't even know if I'm fully falling off of it at this point, but like we're standing actually it's the photo in that frame over there, but we're standing on this green box, and we have matching pajamas on, and I'm, like, tilted, like, over, like, trying to look at the TV while Bond's standing in the middle of the box and, like, my feet are on the edge. And it's the funniest photo. I guarantee you I fell flat on my face after that because she shoved me off. But, you know, it was a core memory, and we would always watch Smokey and the Bear.
In New Mexico, many years ago, a fire trapped a bear. A tiny cub was saved by a ranger who named him Smokey Bear.
So,
That's
and
so fun.
it was a core memory of mine.
Little sibling nagging at each other. I have a lot of that. I'm trying to think of some other fun stories. We used to just do a lot of like, you pick this show, but I want to watch this show. You get mad at me because you took the TV for too long.
Did y'all had the remote?
Oh, yes.
I had the remote.
We would like go to the kitchen for like dinner time, and we'd get up, but whoever like had the show, you would like put it under like your spot. Like you'd either hide it like in the cabinet, you'd hide it like in the other room, you'd hide it like in your shirt or something, so like you couldn't get it. Where it's got to the point where like if you put it on you, it was like cheating. Like that's not fair. You're not allowed to like take it with you to the kitchen. Like that's why are you doing that? So we like found our own spots. I would always put it like in between two cushions, but I would like move it so that way you never knew which one, because it would always be like a mad dash to get back to the living room, which obviously there was like food spilled in the process of doing that because we were running with the plates. We weren't like, when we were like really young, we sat at the table, but for a very long time now we've sat in the living room, we watch do movie night. So we would like be running with our plate in our like full drink to like come and set it down on the table to like get the remote, and it would be like a competition of like who can set it down, who can get their tray out first, who can get the remote out, who can press play, and then sometimes we would like tackle each other to try to find it as well.
It was called. We did something similar. So like Bond would get out of school first, and so she would get home and get the TV, but then once she went for dinner, I would get the remote, and then usually, because Bond doesn't eat, like, what we eat, she has, like, a strict food regimen because she is allergic to everything, and so she eats specific things every single day. And so my mom usually makes her dinner first, and then she'll make ours, and so Bond will go eat dinner, I'll get the TV, and then when I'm going to go eat dinner, I'll hide the remote, usually, in a stack of clothes on the table, like, on the bedside table, in the cushions, or like underneath the mattress, or like underneath the bed, or underneath the cabinet. I got creative because Bond keeps on finding it, and I was like, what in the world?
Her sister like she like finds, and sometimes like I don't know how. You have to tell the story about the Disney Plus Hulu account.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
She is like the I don't know, like a hacker or something.
It's so confusing because Bond can't write on her own. Well, she can, but it's like she's a kindergartner or a first grader. She can't do a lot of things by herself.
But she could be a computer engineer.
She could maybe hack into anything. Because these poor people, and I don't know who they are. I remember it was Molly, Steven, and
someone
else was the account names. And it was we don't have Hulu. My family, we don't do streaming.
Yeah.
We have Disney Plus, and we have
Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime, and that's it.
Yeah.
And Bond somehow got into somebody's Disney Hulu Plus, like, pack.
Yeah.
And it, like, wasn't, like, our account at all. It was just some random people who she somehow guessed the username and password to. And, like, we used their their Hulu and Disney account for a while because we didn't have Hulu. And so we might have been stealing. But, like, none of us knew the passcode. It wasn't like they were in danger or anything.
Well, also, like, the accounts, like, tap out after a while anyways. So, like, if they're not on there using it enough to, like, notice that something's, like, being used, then, like, what is the harm in that?
Exactly. But we were just like, because it was.
Because how did she get the code too?
I don't know.
Like,
it was 2 4th of Julys ago.
Yeah.
And Kaylin was over, and we were like, let's go see what's on Disney Plus. And I like click the button for Disney Plus, and then all of a sudden Disney Plus Hulu comes up, and then all these names I don't know pop up, and I'm like,
this is not my account.
Mom?
Did we get a different account?
I was like, who is Molly?
Oh, that's your cousin. Don't you remember her?
I have no cousin named Molly. I have a million cousins, not one of them named Molly.
I just thought it was hilarious because there's no, like, I don't even think I could, like, out of the gate guess
I can barely get my password right.
Password and, like, any verification that comes through.
I don't know how she did it, but she did it.
Also that, and just, like, she's, like, able to change the language on, like, any device to something that is completely unrecognizable.
Because Bon loves... She has an iPad, and actually right now she doesn't have any iPads. I know. Okay, so for Christmas when we were younger, Bon got an iPad.
Yeah.
And it was for us to share, but like that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So Bon got an iPad, and she fell in love with it. She loved messing with it. She didn't really care what was on it.
Yeah.
But Bon was a magazine person before we had iPads.
Yeah.
So she got one, and then it got broken, and so we got a different one, but they were able to fix it at the store, but we had to get a new one because Bon threw such a bad tantrum that like it like the neighbors were worried.
Oh my gosh.
So we got her a new iPad, and that cycle just like kept on happening until we got up to 3 iPads and my mom's old phone, this is very, very recent.
Yeah.
And then slowly the iPads, because she would like break the charger off in them, and it's slowly gone back down to she doesn't have any iPads anymore, and she just has a phone that one of my mom's coworkers' old device. And now she only has that, which is a scary thought, because if anybody knows my sister, seeing her without an iPad is like
wild.
Is kind of scary.
It's like, what's gonna happen? Don't freak out, please.
I know.
It'll
But
be
I
okay.
mean, she doesn't know better. She's whatever.
She's chill.
She would hack into these devices and change their language, or like mess up the screen and like make it zoomed in or junk like that, and somehow you would just be like, Bon, what did you do? And then you just fix it, and 5 seconds later she could fix it, and we had no idea how. And it's like, okay, so since when?
So like, Japanese,
So you can't brush your hair, but you can hack into an iPad.
So, I think for another like story, I guess, is when we were little, my brother and I did karate, and so we used to in karate you do kata, which is basically like a memorized form of moves that kind of has some rhythm to it, and then you also do this thing called sparring, which sparring is basically padded fighting, like protective fighting, but it's just to like practice your body skills. So when we were little, we had to buy like the pads, obviously, but that means we both had our own set of pads. So whenever there was like a disagreement or something, my dad would be like, put on your pads, spar it out. Like, go see who wins. First person at this amount of points wins. Like, and a point is like you tap them on whatever like surface that they have pads on, which there are some illegal hits and that doxes you a point, but like whatever. So we would like sometimes just like spar in the living room and like put pad up and like just fight, but not like hurt you fight, but like just like tap you to win, so because we like had to practice our kata and all that kind of stuff already, so it was like you put on your gi, you put on your whatever, your pads, and then you would do like bow staff kata, and then your just regular kata. And so we would like just have random fights sometimes, and always you would like hear in the background because you have to like yell at certain parts of doing the kata because it's like emphasis on the move or whatever. And so you would just like hear like yelling in like really intense like sections, and it was like so funny because we were just like, you would think that we were like not getting along, but it was just like we were just like going at it for fun. Like, why? I don't know. We just kind of felt like it. And then other than that, we really just had like little games and stuff. Like we would go and take like stuffed animals and like pretend to like have them in a certain like world, or like we pretend to be a certain character and like immerse ourselves, which Cage was always like very like, I'm forgetting the word, animated. Yeah, animated, yes. So he would like really get into his character. Like he would like start like jumping off of things. Like he had this ginormous beanbag in his room at one point, and that thing was a launch pad or a safety net, whichever you wanted to pick at the time. But you would catch him like jumping off the bed, jumping on the thing, like flying, because he thought he could fly. And he would just like, he's always been like super athletic, like, you know, so he would just sprint, you know, like when a dog has like an energy burst and it goes like kind of crazy. That's like my brother when he was younger, and he would just like go wild. So I remember doing that. And then I think probably like the last thing that I can remember is everybody went through like their slime era. And it was mainly me, but he would get like so involved sometimes because I would like make vlogs making slime. Like I like have hour-long videos making slime, except he would like make guest star appearances in them sometimes. These were never posted, by the way, and I don't even know that my parents have seen the videos, but they like, he would just show up in them, and like he'd be like, ooh, like what color slime are you doing today, or what are you doing with this today, or what kind of slime are you gonna do today? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then we would just be like cackling over like some slime. And in the same bracket, we used to do those iMovies where you like choose your character and you like pick the setting for whatever the video is, and we would just like go crazy, like especially on like road trips. You would catch us like doing the main character look out the window like longingly. You know what I'm talking about? So we have a lot of those, but those are some of my like core brother moments, I think.
It's called, some of the things is that my dad at the lake, and he built a playground for Bond and I, and it's a big playground, and it's not just for us. We have a million little cousins and all that stuff, so like it's up at our house, but we had a lot. We played a lot on that playground, and it was always like the circumstance of like Bond didn't want to go down the slide alone, and so it would have to be like my mom or me. And so eventually, once she started just liking me doing it and not mom, that's like always a core memory, because we would go down the slide like together, like holding hands, or like one after the other, and slide down like we're on a water slide. It was like, that was like core memories. Also, we had a toy kitchen, and we used to play with water with it outside, and that is like a core memory, because Bond
loved the kitchen.
Bond loved the kitchen, and so did I, because it was a lot of fun, and she liked the water and like throwing.
Did you ever actually prepare your breakfast in the kitchen and then take it with you to school?
Oh yeah.
I 100% did that all of elementary school.
So it was just like that fun stuff. Also, it's just like when Bond and I would like play together, it was like, oh, Bond would be doing her own thing, and whatever Bond was doing, I would like come up with like the idea, or like the voices of like what the characters were saying or doing in my head, because Bond doesn't speak. And so it was just kind of like she would be messing around, and I would like come up with crazy quick story really quickly just to be like, oh, and this person went to bed and this person's in the kitchen now and they flew down to the kitchen. It was just like crazy stuff like that. And like a thing in my house is that when it was my birthday, Bond would also get toys because Bond would get toys on her birthday. Pretty much any event somebody was coming over for Bond, she was going to get a toy.
Yeah.
Just because it makes
life
happy and it makes it easier, whatever. But Bond always got toys. And so I would get a toy maybe. If I ever got a toy on its own, it didn't stay mine for very long because Bond likes to chew on stuff.
Yeah.
And she's gotten a lot better recently, which is surprising, but like most of her life she would chew on toys and it would just like get gross or have to be thrown out. And it's like that stuff obviously bothered me a lot when I was younger, but like I have my toys that she just doesn't touch. Yeah. Which is very nice. And all that jazz. But I remember it was called I have my stuffed animal that's Sock Monkey.
Yeah.
And it had a heart on it, like it had a heart that it was holding, and Bond ripped it off and ripped the
stuffing out?
No, it had like a pom-pom on top of its head. Oh. And ripped it out and off. And I was so mad. But now Bond has that heart and she's like in her room and I stitched up my toy. And so like she has that part of that and I have socks. So and, like my dad got him at an airport one time and I was just like, yep, this is my personality now. Yeah. So I love that thing.
I feel like childhood blanket and plushie is like, it's a must because mine is a little smoky, like the Tennessee mascot, and I've had him since I was born. I don't remember a time in my life that I didn't have him, and he has to be with me everywhere. There's no
I have to debating. I have to have that stupid sock monkey everywhere I go, and it's like it's not I want it there. It's a need.
He's been out of the country a few times.
He's been everywhere.
He's been in the ocean on like cruises. He's been through like TSA pre-check. Like he's been through it all. Including like every stage of my life, like longest lasting aside from like parents. But he's like right there with the parents. Like they've been there, so I feel like you just have to.
But I mean, I feel like another really good core memory of ours is that me and my sister lived at my grandma's house for a time, and we only watched Princess and the Frog and sometimes Rapunzel. But
two best Disney movies.
It's amazing. But no joke, the DVD player only had Princess and the Frog on it, and like we lived there for a couple months, and we only watched that, and we would just sit and lay on my grandma's bed and just watch it over and over and over. And if you know me, I say Disney quotes all the time because Bond watches movies.
Fun fact, sorry to intervene, she can actually quote like all of Toy Story with no prompt, no nothing, in whatever voice you want, in whatever speed you want. If you want it to a song, she could probably do that too. So if you ever get bored, just ask her to quote Toy Story, like the entire movie.
Any Disney movie.
Pretty much any Disney movie, yeah.
And honestly, it's all because of Bond.
You should go on America's Got Talent for that.
Should just start saying the script.
Yeah, just walk out. And so it begins. Just like
it was called. Also, do you remember the like the books and it had like the CD that came with it? Bond loves those, and we still have CD players because Bond loves the CD player. Yeah. And so I remember I have all those books memorized too because Bond would flip to the pages too fast for me to actually read them. Yeah. But she would still want me to say the words, and so I have all the books memorized.
My gosh.
And like if you've seen the stack that we have, I'll take a photo of it when I go home this weekend. That stack is like, hold on, like this thick of those books. And, like, they're thin books, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And so, like, the Toy Story, the Monsters, Inc. one, the Up, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, all of them. I know them by heart.
Anything you name it, pretty much.
When you hear this noise, you may turn the page. Doo-doo. I like, it's like
That's
insane.
scary.
It's insane.
Scary. She just knows everything, bruh. Like, also her memory is just insane in general. Like, I don't understand. It's wild.
But you know whose memory's even better? Bon Piercy. Because how in the world does she know one single pony toy? Because she loves My Little Pony. And she has 1,000,001 pony toys.
Yeah.
If one is missing, she knows. And she will not rest until she finds it.
That's crazy.
Like, you know how we have to take a whole, like, posse with us to go to the lake because Bon needs all of her pony toys. And so she'll drop one in, like, a seat cushion. She will exit our house and go find that pony in that car. And if it is not there, she will throw a tantrum because we left it at home somehow. And it is diabolical how crazy
It's like,
she is to
girlfriend,
know where all these ponies are at once.
That's crazy.
She has 8 different Applejack toys, but somehow she knows if one of them's missing.
Good night.
Like, I can't keep up.
There's so many too. Like, if you see it, like, it's this like humongous thing of just like, it's like almost like a ginormous like body pillows worth of ponies, which is honestly like a work of art because I don't really know how they've gotten them attached to where they like only like one or so will fall off in transportation.
My gosh. Do you want to know what that tie is around them? It is a old skirt for a Build-A-Bear.
In the world?
I made that ginormous Applejack. I made it for Bond at Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
And it plays in summer, like Olaf's song from... Yeah. So it plays that if you press its paw. But I made it that, and I got her a My Little Pony outfit, and it had a skirt. And somehow Bond has stretched it to the point to fit all those dang ponies.
Did not realize that.
That is exactly what that is.
That's insane, actually.
I know. It used to fit on one singular Build-A-Bear, and now it fits probably over 35 ponies.
It's huge.
It's insane.
It is wild. It is so crazy. I love it, though.
It's so funny. And then she has to bring her bag of, like the toy ponies that are, like, hard that you, like...
The ones that are more so like the little figurines instead of like the plushies as much.
She has to have her whole... It's a progressive bag from, like, Flo.
Yeah.
Like, the ad for, like...
Progressive. The company.
The company. Get your insurance right. But literally, this is not sponsored. But she loves that bag and those ponies. And I'm like, girl,
how did we get here? How did we get here?
If a singular one of any pony is missing,
she's like, I know. Get it back.
All hell breaks loose, and I'm like,
you're like, help, please.
Hope.
It's so funny to me though that she just knows where everything is.
She does, and she like remembers stuff. Like, I totally forgot the name of the tiger that was in Aladdin. It's Raja, and she somehow remembered that. And a friend of ours got me that little plushie, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, it's a tiger!" And like I brought it home and showed it to Bon, and she just pointed at it and said its name, and I was like, "So like,
thank you for the
thanks for informing me. Now I know."
Yeah, no, I'm not forgetting it.
But then I had to learn every single quote from that movie too. So
that's crazy.
I know the whole balcony scene from Aladdin.
Guys, I struggled with memorizing lines for the shows that I was in theater. I don't know how she'd be doing that. That's crazy. As I don't know if I think like anything else that I have related to my brother is kind of just like basic sibling stuff. We used to go to my grandparents and ride like go-karts around the whole field. I do have one funny story which he's probably going to kill me for saying, but he decided that he wanted to go nighttime riding, which everyone knows you don't go nighttime riding. Why? Because there are skunks everywhere. So I said, no, I don't want to go nighttime riding because I don't want to like hit a skunk or a different animal, but mainly a skunk. And he goes, "No, you'll be fine. Like, I'll lead. So like, you won't have to like see you. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, right?" So then we get out there. My grandpa ends up leading. He's driving us all around. We're fine. Whatever. I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious because I'm like, I don't trust either of y'all. Y'all fart and then point to the other end of the table to blame it on someone else, mainly me, even though they're like cackling at the other end. Like, that's the kind of people that these two that I'm talking about are. So I'm like, I don't trust you guys. What are we doing? So we get out on the go-karts and we're driving around. My grandpa's leading the way. Cage ends up behind me and I'm in the middle between my grandpa and my brother. So grandpa's driving, everything's fine. All of a sudden he like veers and like goes off, and I just assumed like he was taking a break or whatever. So I just start taking course on my own route. But of course I continue to drive straight and he had veered. And what do I see?
Oh.
A humongous skunk right there. But I don't see it until I'm like over it. And there's only like, it has like an up floor. Like it's not like riding on the ground like it's like a car basically, but it's just like smaller. So it's like, it's not hitting the skunk, but like the floor of it is pretty see-through. Like you can see underneath the cart. It's, you know, I don't see it until I'm like on top of the skunk, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a skunk. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, don't spray, don't spray, don't spray, don't spray. And obviously I've like agitated it because I'm like on top of the skunk. So I put the pedal to the metal. Yeah. I am out of there. But Cage is still behind me. So what do? I just go, right? Cage follows. Cage gets sprayed by the skunk.
Okay, little skunk, everything's cool. I'll just back away calmly, leave you alone.
No.
I said, that is your fault. Karma is that. Like, that is literally on you because I didn't even want to be out here in the first place. I smelled like skunk because I was too close to the proximity to not. My hair smells like skunk. My clothes smell. I'm like, this is some nasty, like, even if I wasn't the one sprayed, I still got, like, the back waft of it, you know? Yeah. So, still got enough for me to be, like, panic, you know? And I go in, I'm like, no, I'm taking a shower. No, you get to wait. You get to wait. I realize you smell worse than me. Go sit outside. I'm getting this off of me right now, okay? I take probably 3 or 4 showers, washing my hair like probably 5 or 6 times, like scrubbing because the smell is just not leaving my body. I don't even remember what it was that my grandma like gave me to like get the smell off, and like wiping that all over me multiple times because I'm like, this is the most disgusting I've ever felt in my entire life. Like, I didn't want to go in the first place, and now I smell like skunk. Cage, however, went after me, and when I tell you that man was in the shower for like probably 2 hours trying to like wash the hair. And if y'all know, my little brother has like thick curly hair, and so that smell is like sat. You know, that is not leaving. Plus, he already smelled gross because he had been outside, like working out in the garden, all that stuff all day. So he's already gross. But it was like that plus the actual spray of the skunk. And I was like, that's nasty. But also, this is what you get for wanting to go riding at night when I told you there was going to be a skunk out there. And my grandpa, he's cackling. He saw it, and that's why he veered away. He didn't say anything either. He just Bye, guys. Have fun out there. Like, and
See
then
you later.
And then we're like skunked. We're literally. It was terrible, actually.
That's so bad.
But that's a very core memory of mine. I will never forget that smell or that level of disgusting that I felt. Never have I ever felt that disgusting again after that. I have not. No matter how much like hair grease, sweat, nothing.
Oh my
Nothing will
gosh.
ever compare to that. No, you can't. No, nothing will.
I don't even know what to say. That sucks. I know. Skunks are. Whew,
It's
they're
already
so
a bad
cute, but
smell.
no.
It's already a bad smell just to like smell
Yeah.
it. But for it to like be on,
Ugh.
like you can't get away from it either. And no matter like the amount of like body wash, soap,
No.
a whole bottle of shampoo and conditioner, like I've never,
No.
never. That's no. But that's like ingrained in my mind. So that's probably like one of my biggest like, Cage, why would you do that?
What
like,
are you doing?
like, I'm gonna freak out. But there's so many times where I've just been like, I like drop my voice and go into like mom tone of like, Cage, why'd you do it? It's kind of like, Mom, Phineas and Ferb
We're making a title sequence.
Phineas and Ferb are making a title sequence.
So I hope you enjoyed our Phineas and Ferb impression, but
Yeah.
basically you will catch me like going into full on, what are you doing? Like, why would you
Yeah.
suggest that?
How
But
dare you?
majority of the time it's all like laughs and funny and like, what are you doing? Because also he's like a natural born comedian. His comedic timing is,
Impeccable.
I don't know what he's ever doing, but you know.
It's cool. The Phineas and Ferb thing reminded me that Vaughn just loves those kind of jingles and music.
Yes.
She loves that beginning of that show. She loves all like the openings.
She likes to hear all the
over and over,
over and over again. It's funny though. It's really quite interesting.
Yeah.
Because you go over to their house and you just hear like all intros of all these like movies and different shows.
Oh
And
yeah.
all
Well,
that kind of
you
stuff.
can't watch a full show or full episode or full movie with Bond.
Nah.
It's just like whatever she wants to hear, and then she wants to hear it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And it's really funny. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot that show existed. OMG, I love that show. It's just like it's
fun.
always nostalgic.
Yeah. Being at her house is very nostalgic, I must say. I think mine's nostalgic in a different way though.
Yeah.
Mine's
it's
more
probably
like
more to you. It's more nostalgic.
yeah.
My house just has a lot of nostalgic stuff in it.
But you've also been there. You're basically your whole
yeah.
life. And I moved about 5 or 6 years ago, I think, at this point. Siren.
It's an ambulance this time, not a fire truck.
Wee-oo. But I think that's about all we had
Yeah.
to say. I'm sure we could probably do a whole other episode about this a little later on, like a part 2.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many, like, random sibling things. But, I mean, siblings are fun. They keep life a little bit more enjoyable.
They definitely keep them a lot more interesting.
So, you know, we love our siblings. They're a little crazy and insane sometimes, but, you know, we still love them. So, anyways, I think that's pretty much all we had. So I hope y'all enjoyed listening to some of our crazy childhood moments.
Yep.
But anyways, we love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.